Hello and welcome to today's edition of Reaction with me, Kaji Hope and Charlie. Today we are in again. It's been a while. I must say it's been a while, but I'm very sure you are good, just as I'm doing well here. Charlie, top of our stories today, we are doing one very important national issue that nobody wants to talk about it, and I always wonder. That is why this show is here to pick out the conscience of our duty bearers, make sure that the right things are being done by everybody, every well-meaning Ghanaian, and then the nation building agenda would always be one on our chopping board every now and then. Let's move into the top stories today. 14 years of production, Ghanaian see oil as neither blessings nor curse. This is a research on graphic online, which I want to look at vividly today. So we won't spend too much time on very unnecessary stuff now. To some more stories, to look at the Ghana Armed Forces to recruit 12,000 youth over 4 years, Defense Minister has announced. So these are the few stories we'll be looking at, plus some more stories. But mainly on our chopping board today is the oil sector of this country. You would wonder, one may wonder, that yes, indeed, after 14 years of producing oil, what has been our outcome? What has been the profit after the nation putting, investing huge sums of money in just the production of oil? What has been our returns in terms of investment? What has been the returns? What has been the profit? What has been the outcome, the result over the 14 years of wasting of time, wasting of resources? What has been our result as a country? So that's what we are looking at. And Charlie, you are going to want. Look, I don't have time for this whole fiasco of this has happened, this has happened. It is not even needed. But let me spend 1 minute and deal with this whole issue called new media. It is very important that we begin to embrace the new media because it is going to be an angle which will also bring more energy to the traditional media. Positive energy, I must say. If you ask me, if you are looking for proper entertainment content, you will find it on the media, on the new media. The traditional media, they've been doing this over the years and they've not revolutionized whatever they are doing. They've not added anything new. It's been the same content. Yet when you get onto the new media, you will see a lot of positive stuff. So if I see some people on the traditional media trying to ridicule what the new media is doing, I find it so funny. I find it so primitive. The person speaking out is no, there's something wrong with your mind. That you to the extent that one journalist on the traditional media could say that if what if Ghana bans YouTube, where is this person? Where is that person? Come on, come on. You should know better. You should know better. But then again, there is reason I want government should do. We should get to a point where the new media is being regularized because some of the content are not content that are going to build this nation. They are not content that is going to restructure our mindset, that is going to reposition Ghana in a very positive manner, that is going to position Ghana in a very high esteem. So we should begin to regularize this sector, the new media. Yes, indeed, everybody can afford a camera. Everybody can afford a microphone. But it should be of content that is going to depict who we are as a people, that is going to uplift the culture of this great country, that is going to make sure that proper, well-meaning people are being brought up in a certain way. Take it or leave it, media has been one of the major facets of nation building. Take it or leave it. So if we have this new media, we have to begin to embrace it and make sure that the right things are being done day in and day out. Charlie, let's not waste time. I asked for 1 minute and I think I've done due diligence to the issue. Now let's move into it. 14 years of production. Ghanaian see oil as neither blessings nor curse. This is a research. Now let's look into the introduction. It says that the majority of Ghanaians believe that the discovery of oil in commercial quantities significantly has neither a positive nor a negative impact on the country and its citizens. A research by the University of Ghana has established. Just the introduction by the University of Ghana, you could clearly see that there is something happening. So let me not jump, let me take it paragraph by paragraph, then we begin to digest what the research is saying. The study pointed out that in spite of accruing $11.21 billion in oil revenue for the last 14 years, the citizens had not seen substantial reduction in poverty and inequality. To reverse the trend, the study's respondents urged the government to allocate a portion of petroleum revenues specifically towards development projects that that promoted equity and social protection programs. The respondents want a portion of the oil revenue to be invested in programs such as the livelihood empowerment against poverty and National Health Insurance Scheme, sharing findings of the research dubbed Ghana's Oil Wealth and Regional Disparities. At the dissemination workshop in Accra, the lead investigator on the research, Professor Abdul Gafaru Abdullahi, said the majority of respondents, representing 53.3%, felt that the oil proceeds were neither a blessing nor a curse. So in quotes, and I quote him, he says that the survey shows that a lot of Ghanaians feel the inequality is a majority development challenge that the government should pay more attention to. About 91% of the survey respondents considered inequality as a significant development problem which requires attention. Is oil a blessing or a curse? The question. Only 21.6% considered it a blessing. The majority of respondents across the country, especially in Takrady, felt it was neither a blessing nor a curse. 10% explicitly considered oil a curse, while 15.1% were uncertain about its impact, Professor Abdullahi said. Now, that is where I will put a pause to whatever I am reading. Facts or not facts? Factus. And your facts. Day in and day out as a country, from the very word go, when we started producing oil, the Tama oil refinery has been it has been producing, it has been doing its functions up until where we as a government or as a country from 2017 realized that the tour is no longer doing whatever it's supposed to be doing, so we neglected it and we went into some other fields, which affected us. Oil prices began to rise up. People complained. But is that what we are here to talk about? I think it is in the box. But we look here again and we are looking at the amount Ghana has made in the last 14 years. 11.21 billion dollars. That is times 4 or times 3 of what we are going to IMF to go and receive. We are receiving less than $3 billion from IMF with all the conditionalities. Yet we've been able to make $11.21 billion from producing oil. Yet if you ask these duty bearers, if you ask these leaders, if you ask these officials, these public officials, if you ask these politicians, where has our funds, what has been the profits we've made out of this oil that we've produced over the years, they will now begin to tell you that we've done this, we've done that, we've done this, we've done that. If you ask them to show you, they can't even pinpoint it. They will tell you that in governance a lot of things are at stake, and in governance we do this, we do that. Then they will find a way, they hover around the whole issue, nothing is being done. Look, 11.21 billion, they could have done a lot for this country. Yet in the previous government from 2017, they made it look like even the Tamaoyo refinery is good for nothing. And that they turned it into a white elephant. It was just there. Over the years, we've asked ourselves, what can we do? Sometimes we even sit, I'm talking about government. Government sits and give us a certain push that there is nothing else to do again. All that is left is for us to talk. The previous government did us a lot of disservice. We didn't see anything positive in our oil sector. Nothing positive. Fuel prices fluctuated high, down, low. Look, we didn't see anything positive out of it. If you ask me, nothing positive. $11.21 billion up to date. We've not been able to pinpoint what oil has done for us. Is it road constructions? Is it building of schools? Is what? Is it health sector that we are going to see a lot of infrastructure being developed through our funds from the oil sector? What else? What? Yet we are able to find ways. We dilly-dally around issues, find a way of looting this country in so many ways. Look, I'm getting tired of it. So in today's conversation, we ask ourselves, the University of Ghana has done their due diligence. Now you realize that a topic like this will never find its way in the traditional media. They don't care. Morning after mornings, we call politicians come and sit on morning shows, make noise about what MPP did and what NBC had not done, what NDC did and what MPP did not do, what CPP had done in their whatever. Every morning, conversations like this will never be heard on the traditional media. True or false? Yet we are so eager to be talking about what some individuals have done in this country. What Wontumi has not done, what Wontumi has done, what this has not done, what Ibrahim Muhammad has done, what this one has done. Yet we have a very nationally important issue to discuss. We've made profits. This is not statistics for me, it's from the research. $11.21 billion has been made. We need accountability. What has been done with these monies we've made through oil production? Funny enough, if you check the percentage coming to us, this is not the entire percentage. We are even sharing the percentages with the likes of GNPC and PO. This is just a minute, a portion of the amount we make out of oil production. A small quantity, small amount. Yeah, look at what we've used, we've wasted. Now let me not waste time on this particular important issue. I'm moving on. Therefore, you can just get onto Graphic Online and let's get yourself ahead. Before I finish, it says that in 2020, he said ABFA expenditures were channeled to approximately 4,088 projects, including 411 projects in the road sector alone, some with allocations of less than 3,000 Ghana cedis. Across all regions, per capita expenditure have been shockingly low due to prioritization of geographical spread over impact. Now, if you look at the recommendations brought out by the research, so Prof. Abdullah, who is an associate professor at the University of Ghana Business School, stated that instead of funding thousands of minor initiatives with insufficient financial backing, the government must prioritize fewer high-impact projects that could be fully executed using ABFA funds. That's true. Why start something you cannot complete? Why? And most of our quoting, it says that the PRMA should be amended to explicitly prohibit the integration of ABFA with general government funds. And he added, so this is where I'll bring an end to the conversation on 14 years of production. Ghanaians see oil as neither blessings nor curse. Let's move into some more stories. Ghana Armed Forces to recruit 12,000 youth over 4 years. Defense Minister announces. Now, this story here, the Ghana Armed Forces is set to recruit 12,000 young Ghanaians for the next 4 years as part of a new nationwide enlistment program aimed at expanding the country's military strength and offering job opportunities to the youth. So, as in Panama, Ejumera says 12,000 young people are going to be recruited into the military service in the span of 4 years. And I think that is very laudable, very, very laudable. Now it looks like this NDC government, they are so focused on in the provision of jobs for the young people of this country. They are so much interested in the well-being of these young people. So if you look at the mapa, if you look at what YEA is doing recently, look, let me take this opportunity to applaud somebody like Basentali. Man, the young man is working. Recently, he posted that there is a remote job he has been able to acquire in abroad. You sit in your house and you work on a computer, which is going to pay $250. If you have that as a side hustle, you are good to go. Check the this thing, the valuations and see $250 can go a lot in this country. So just do what to get onto the website for the Youth Employment Agency and then join the train of work. Don't sit at home and don't work. It says that this nationwide exercise has been approved by John Dramani Mahama. Dr. Boama noted in a Facebook post, get ready for a career of service and pride. Make sure you are medically fit before applying as the training is intense. So efutuo na ɔde ato hɔ no ɔnni ahoɔden a ɛmma bi ɛnyɛ agorɔ ne yɛkɔ akɔdu wɔ hɔ ɛnyɛ ampe ne yɛkɔ akɔbɔ kɔyɛ ahoɔden adwuma you are ready to serve this country with integrity, credibility. You should be ready to protect this country at all times. So if you are ready, Charlie, just be prepared your put and your strength. Go to the gym if you have to. Go to the hospital to check up on yourself. Do a whole body research, and then once the time is up for you to join them, you join them. Charlie, this is where you bring an end to the reaction today. Thanks for joining me.